Hi everyone, this is Eva, or Lynette, or Ivanovna, or whatever you know me as. Hi, I'm going to be talking to you guys all this month about mental health because this is something new that I'm trying to do, and May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and as someone that has a degree in psychology, this is something I'm passionate about and I've been wanting to do for a while, and I think now is finally the time to do it. I've been beating around the bush doing this, but now I think it's good. I've been out of school for a year, and I feel like I can do this now. So, I posted yesterday and on Facebook and Instagram if y'all would like to see mental health topics, and some of you said yes, and some of you did not leave a response. But I had a very good friend of mine post like literally like 20 topics on a Facebook post that I posted yesterday about wanting to do these videos, and he gave me a lot of insightful like topics to talk about. So Daniel, if you're watching this, thank you. I have a lot of topics now that I can talk about. And so today I thought I would do a topic on well, let me do a topic that I'm currently kind of going through in my life. And that is a toxic friendship. How to move on from a toxic friendship, how to move on from a toxic relationship. So, for the sake of privacy, for the sake of respect, I will not mention any names in this video because I don't want to hurt anyone. But this is just something that's been happening in my life and something that I thought I would share that maybe can help other people. And the purpose of these videos is to shed some light on these topics that I feel like should be talked about, you know? And I don't want there to be any stigma with mental illness. I want the stigma to end. Today's topic, I'm going to try my hardest because I work. I have two jobs. I'm going to try my hardest, and I'm very tired all the time. You can see it in my face. By the way, this video is going to be in black and white because I don't look good right now. I'm in PJs, and this is the most comfiest I'm in. So, if you see me in sweater and PJs, I'm sorry. I don't feel like putting on makeup or actual clothes, so I'm going to be in PJs. But anyways, back to the topic that we're going to be doing. Toxic friendships. I feel like this is something that isn't discussed enough, and I feel like it's something that we go through um, in not our day-to-day lives, but at some point in our lives, you know? We all go through those stages where we meet someone, we befriend them, we're friends with them for a while, and then after a while, we find out that they weren't really our friend, or they were doing some destructive things within the friendship, you know? And this is what's currently happening with me right now. And I, again, for the sake of privacy and for the sake of respect, um, in this video I will not mention any names. So I have this friend that I've known, well, had this friend that I've known for 3 years. I met her at the start of my first semester of college during orientation because we both had the same birth month, and we clicked really fast. And then it wasn't until last year that we really started to hang out and go out all the time and just talk, grab coffee, go to dinner. We became like this, and like to the point where I considered her like a sister, you know? And throughout the past couple of weeks, there's been things that have just been bothering me about our friendship. And I've told her, if there's anything that's ever bothering you about my friendship, about anything in within our friendship, please let me know. I'm I'm a person that doesn't like passiveness. If something is bothering me, and I'm whether I'm friends with the person or not, I want to know about it directly. I don't want the person to shut me out and just not tell me what's going on. Because I can't read I can't read your mind. I can't always pick up on people's bodily expressions. You know, body language, more than 70% of body language is what we communicate with, right? But oftentimes it can get misinterpreted a lot. So I can't always be picking up social cues, you know? There's various things we uh miss within the lines. So anyways, in the past couple weeks, we just haven't been meshing well. And it was because of some of her ideologies, some of my ideologies, some um external problems with her, some external problems with me, and it got to the point where I was really sat down with myself and I was evaluating whether or not this person seemed like a valuable person to have in my life. And I just made the decision yesterday to end the friendship because, so, you know, when you're friends with someone, I'm not saying you have to have high expectations or that you should expect the best out of people, because that would be unrealistic. We are all faulty beings. We are all guilty of something. We all mess up, you know? We are not perfect by any means at all. And the best way to approach something most of the time is to go in to it without any expectations, right? So I thought this was something that we could have worked through, but I guess not. I guess there was a bigger issue at hand. And just to not call this person out, because I don't want to call them out, because I think that's petty and that's shady and that's immature. But it got to a point where this person did something that they wanted to do for a long time. And I had asked them, "Are you sure you want to go through with this? Cuz you know how your family's going to feel, and I don't want to get you in trouble. I don't want you to get in trouble." And they had said yes. So they got whatever it is they wanted to get done. And then their family member comes and tells me, "Ever since you started hanging out with so and so, they've become more rebellious. They've become um more outlandish, more disrespectful, and just all these things that I never, you know, latched on to the other person. You know, and I was just being judged by this person's, family member about all these things, and this person's family member doesn't even know me. And they were just yelling at me the whole time to the point where I started crying. And this friend that I had did nothing to defend me. She just stood there and as if it was nothing. And because I had so much respect for this person's family member, even though I don't really know them, I let them talk to me like this. But seeing that now, I should have had a chance to explain myself and not let myself be disrespected like that. And as a friend, this person should have defended me, should have just stood by me and said the truth about me. You know, they didn't have to let this person, their family member, walk all over me. You know, I don't think it was right. And I honestly would have done the same for them if the tables had been turned. But the main thing I'm trying to get at here is that when you're looking for a friend, you're looking for someone that's honest. You're looking for someone that's loyal. You're looking for someone that's going to have your back. Maybe not all the time, but in times when you really, really need it. And I think everyone on this earth, whether we like to admit it or not, we all crave that human interaction. We're social beings. You know, some of us more social than others. And we were made to interact with each other. you know? Um, and so I feel like this friendship could have played out a different way, but out of it just started dissolving because of minute details and miscommunication and pridefulness. One of the biggest things, whether it's a friendship or a relationship, whatever it may be, one of the biggest things that destroys a relationship or a friendship is pridefulness. And I really feel the reason that this friendship that I had with this person dissolved was because of pridefulness. I was admitting my faults, you know? I will admit also too that I'm a very prideful person at times. But throughout the past years, I've been admitting all my faults. I will humble myself and I will say all my errors and all my faults. Because I'm not perfect. And I don't try to be perfect and I don't put myself up on a pedestal because that's not the way it was intended for me to be on. And so this person also seemed apathetic. It also seemed like this person didn't want to fix the problem, didn't want to confront it. Instead, they decided to be passive by not talking to me about the issue for about 2 weeks. Look, like I keep saying, I'm not a passive person. If there's something bothering me and the other person, I want to know about it. I want to resolve that issue. I don't want things to be left unsaid. I don't like that. I'm not a mind reader. I can't always pick up on bodily language. So I would expect, out of respect, to at least tell me what is going on so that we can work through it. Because that's how you deal with a situation. You work through it. You talk honestly about it. You state what is bothering you. You state what the cause is and how you can resolve it. And with toxic friendships, when it gets to a point where the other person starts caring more about themselves than the friendship, when they start being completely apathetic and just rude and passive, I think that's the point where you have to let go. And thank God I have other friends. And it's good to have people that are watching out for you. That sometimes, because we're so invested in a relationship or a friendship, that we can't see the conflict within, but other people can. And I had good friends that I had lost some communication with that were seeing what was going on within this friendship that I had with this person. And so, what I want to say to get out of this, situation is this: evaluate what is important to you in a relationship, in a friendship. Is it trust? Is it communication? Is it loyalty? Is it directness? What is it that you want from this person, from this whole outcome? Next, realize if that is going to be a priority in your life. Like, put in perspective, okay, is this person bringing anything good into my life? And not to take advantage of the situation, but to really examine and say, okay, is me associating myself with this person doing any good for myself and for my mental health? It's okay to sometimes think about yourself. It's okay. That does not make you any more selfish. It's good because it can really 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 take a toll on your self-esteem when you completely don't examine how you feel at the time, if you're just neglecting that. really put into perspective, is this person good for me? Is this person good for my life? What is it that they're bringing forth into my life that I feel is valuable? Really look at it like that. And if you find yourself saying, this person is not contributing anything good to my life, this person is bringing me down, this person is giving me is bringing all this negativity into my life, then make the choice to say, you know what? I don't need that. I'm going to let go of that. I'm going to separate myself from that situation. Because the last thing you want is toxicity. No one likes drama. Nobody likes toxicity. It's not good for you. It's not good for the people around you. It's just not good. All right? The other thing that I want to keep in mind is, who are you surrounding yourself with? Where is it that you are going to meet these people that potentially may have an influence or not in your life? When you're in your social circle, like, really just sit there and examine, are these people really people that I need in my life? People that are going to uplift me and encourage me to do better, to be a better person, to just do good. Am I, not just them, but you, am I being a positive influence on these people's lives? And if you find yourself saying no to both of those things, get out of the situation. Get out. Yes, you've been already invested so much time in this relationship, in this friendship. But it's better to get out now than to be in it long term and then find out that this person has been hating on you or just talking badly about you this whole entire time. You don't want that. You do not want fake people in your life. You do not want toxicity in your life. You want to surround yourself with good, wholesome people. Because if you have all that positivity in your life, there will be nothing that can bring you down. Even if you have circumstances in your life that may hit you, but you're surrounded by all these positive, amazing, wholesome people, that thing will feel as if nothing happened. So, what are you investing? What people are you trying to attract in your life? What people are you trying to bring into your life? How are they being a source of positivity in your life? How are they being a good friend? Are they being a good friend? Are they not being a good friend? Do you really feel as if having a friendship with this person is going to make a difference in your life? Do you really feel as though you need their friendship in your life? If the answer to all those questions is no, then you know what? Just really go up to them and say, I'm sorry, but we can't do this anymore. I can't have you bringing me down. I can't have you, putting me in a difficult situation. I can't have you taking a toll on my mental health. Because that's not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be about people encouraging each other to do better. How we can better understand each other. And if we have all this miscommunication, if we have all this toxicity in our lives, it's like a vacuum. We are going to get sucked into all that toxicity in our lives that can cause us to end up in a depression, in a state of anxiety, in a state of isolation and loneliness. You don't ever want it to get to that point. If you feel like you don't have any people in your life that are bringing you positivity, please seek help. Go talk to someone you trust and really, really, really build a good foundation with them and let them know how you feel. You deserve better. You deserve to be happy. And all I'm going to say is that friendships, they come and they go, but only you can decide how you want to turn around the situation.